Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. But then again, we are about to enter this cave here and presumably kill some stuff in there, so it's not too far off. But anyway, so in the last episode we returned back to Oleg's trading post. We returned Svetlana's wedding ring, and then we told this cleric of Erastil that we have found the Temple of the Elk, and that we broke the spell there. The spell that is causing this ominous fog surrounding the forest, and the one that Stacklord is using to hide in. And the cleric told us that it's only a matter of days before the fog has completely dispersed from the forest, so we can do some other stuff while waiting for that to happen. And when the fog is entirely gone, then we can start to look for Stacklord's hideout. But now, without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game, and let's go in this cave and see what we can find in there. Spiders, most likely. That's my wild guess. Most likely spiders. Oh, no loading screen. Okay. That's nice for a change. Of course, spiders. Giant spiders. I wonder, can we rest here? After we have killed the enemies here, of course, but I'm just wondering. Well, let's kill this one at least. There might be one or two more. Of course there is. Okay, so let's use acid splash on this. We might as well go and charge towards this. There seems to be only... Wait, spider swarm. Oh shit, there's swarms here. Yeah, we have to use AoE spells and stuff against swarms, or a torch. Can I equip a torch at this point? Like, for this, yeah? Did you switch weapons? Oh, okay, we have it. Okay, good. So we can use this torch to destroy these swarms. That's what the game told me anyway. Okay, and as for you, well, you just shoot from afar. And do you have a ranged weapon? Yes, you do. Let's see, you have 9 strength, dexterity 12. I'm just wondering whether it's a better idea to just make him use the crossbow here. This doesn't deal that much damage, but then again, neither does the staff. What does the staff give us anyway? Enhancement. But what does the enhancement do? Attacks with this weapon get +1 enhancement bonus on both attacks and damage rolls. Well, okay, I guess it's passive, so we don't even need to use it as a weapon. All we need to do is to equip it, I think. So yeah, you shoot from behind as well. And as for our boar, yeah, you attack there as well.
Out of my way!
Oh, I like the lighting effects here. Okay, then Roscar, you focus on these swarms. What are these? Spider swarm poison. Well, that's fucking wonderful. And you... I don't know if you can get poisoned. I'm not sure. Fighting defensively, okay. Strength damage. This character's ability score is decreased. It can be restored by resting or with the help of lesser restoration spell or some more powerful magic. A character whose ability score decreases to 0 dies. Sorry, what? Strength damage. Ability score is decreased. Why did that happen? Is it because of these swarm a-holes? Is this place even big? Does it look... yeah, it's a very small cave. Okay, there better be something good over there. I was expecting a bigger cave, but whatever. This spider should die about now. Come on. Kill the spider already. There we go. Immune. Immune to these weapons, I think. And Jaitel, use acid splash on this. Maybe it's better that you just leave, because you can't damage these swarms. Same with our boar. You don't have any secondary weapons or anything, right? Nope. You just keep using acid splash, and we just keep hitting them with our torch. Use the torch, goddammit. How can you miss with a torch? Do you have any AoE spells that could help us here? And I guess we could also heal a little bit. Like that. And you just keep using that acid splash, my dear. Killing these is gonna take a lot of time. How the hell could you keep missing? Come here and just shoot from there. There we go, that's much better. Just keep using it, keep spamming it, do nothing else. And don't miss, please. Son of a bitch. Come on, Roscoe, you can do better than that. This is taking so long. These swarms are so annoying. Stop missing, goddammit. Should I drink? Well, I don't think I want to use potions, but then again, I think that this is more valuable, so let's just drink a potion. Don't put your torch out, though. Luckily, this acid splash has a very low cooldown. What the? Where did this come from? Where the fuck did this come from? Wondering if I should use Bane here. Well, at least you have a new target to attack. So you just do your thing, or you do the same thing, and
you forced my hand.
You two should try to defend yourselves, and you switch to your melee weapons. Actually, oh, it's a swarm. Shit. Jato, try to help them out. Should I do a bless here? We have a second bless here as well. Well, let's see how this goes. If only I could make her do this automatically. Well, okay, I can do it like this. But let's see. Will she do it all the time? And now that spider is dead. Good. One of the swarm over here is dead. Good. Drink a potion. Yeah, she's doing it automatically. Good. Now, if only she didn't miss. Jado, focus on this one instead. These two can handle themselves just fine for a while. Son of a bitch. Heal. This is so dumb. Well, that didn't heal that much. How about... Okay, that swarm is dead. Good. Now, could you please kill this one? Holy shit, what is happening now? 26.7 hours time before fatigue reduced. What the fuck is happening to you? Is it because of this? This is getting ridiculous, folks. Do you have any AoE damage that could help us here? Protection from evil. Not affected by target spell. Resistance. Not affected by targets. Wait, what? I don't think that any of these is gonna help us. Neither is this. Yeah, I think we have to rest after this. Let's just use all these heals, why not, if we're gonna rest anyway. Come on, how long will this take? Okay, we are finally hitting it. Maybe I should be dual wielding. Maybe I should be dual wielding torches. Heal again. This is ridiculous. Oh, this Blessing of the Faithful. Okay. This is a short version. How does that thing get his health back? Son of a bitch. Maybe it's because they are sucking blood off of him. Come on. You are not down yet. Why do these guys keep missing? I don't get it. These battles are taking forever simply because they refuse to hit the enemy. This is just a waste. Using these heals like this. And Amiri can't do jack shit, I don't think. Maybe I should check the options again to see if there's any way to make these characters hit their enemies a bit easier. Because this is ridiculous. Is this how we are going to spend this entire episode? Killing this one swarm. Come on. It's about to die. Fucking finally. Jesus. Swarms are fucking annoying. Not necessarily the deadliest enemies, but they are certainly annoying. Okay, this better have something good. What is that anyway? Looks like some sort of a little lizard thingy. Well, it's dead. Silver ring, okay, and potion of mage armor and some gold, okay. Fang berries.
We do it my way.
It is done.
What is done? Okay, we got some berries, I guess. Oh, there's somewhere around here. Fangberry, small red berries resembling a raspberry. Okay, but are they useful? It doesn't say that they are trash or anything that we should shell. Well, okay, that was that. A bit disappointed in this cave, I'm not gonna lie. And at least we now know that swarms are just annoying. Just annoying to deal with. Just like in real life, basically. So at least it's nailing that. And I guess we should just rest here. Luckily I didn't use too many potions there. Okay, and yeah, let's go with this. But again, why can't I give manage? Oh, so this is where you manage them. Okay, okay. My bad. I thought I could do it here. I noticed this earlier. Okay, and special roles. Amiri can sharpen weapons. Harim can blend into the night. What does it mean exactly? Jaital can undead guardians. That sounds freaking awesome. Tristan Everlight's blessing. If only I knew what they do. Ah, here we go. Tristan prays the merciful Serenrai, doubling HP recovery and regeneration from ability damage. What do you do? Harim's gloomy mood and love of solitude mystically reduces the party's chances of attracting monsters and enemies. The chance of attack decreases for every card shift that begins during the night. And you? 2 undead warriors come to protect Urgatuas's chosen and her allies. They cannot be used as guards in guard shifts, but will fight on the party's side in case of an attack. Well, that sounds cool. And besides, you have ruined 3 meals in a row, so I think it's better that we make someone else cook. Can you cook? Hearty meal. And there's also... wait. Recipes. What if we put you here? Or you? I don't think she can cook, but whatever. Which one? Summary stealth, -1. Wait, do I really suck this bad? And what if we put you here? -2, okay, you go there. Can you hunt? No, oh no, you can't. I didn't think so. Neither can you. Actually, yes, you can. Even slightly better than I can. What kind of bullshit is that? Can you hunt? Nope, didn't think so. You stay there, and yeah, you can watch over, and summary stealth -1. Successful camouflage will reduce the probability of an attack. Yeah, but I was just wondering that if does this -1 mean that the enemies are less likely to detect us? Nah, I think it must be positive number. Then use healing spells and abilities before resting. Yeah, let's do that. Or natural healing. Spellcasters attempt to spend all the remaining healing spells to injured companions. Wait, is it the same thing? Well, let's just go with this. And yeah, I think this is good. Let's hope that Tristan is a better cook. Let's begin resting.
People are so busy with pointless worldly vanity. They'd be better off spending their short lives accepting the end with dignity.
Well, aren't you an optimist? Camouflage failed. God damn it, Tristan. And he failed at the cooking too. Oh well. If only I had a reliable cook here. Okay. And well, might as well have the torch. Oh, I wonder, can I put it back? Yes, I can apparently. Good. Maybe I should. Well, I can give it to him some other time, and I'm gonna give you. Why is this all the way here? Why is not the first?
That is mine. You cannot have it.
Well, yeah, but why can't I move it to here?
Keep your hands off my sword!
Well, fine. Take this at the very least.
Onwards!
Okay. Then let's just leave, and you know, we might as well just go and confront Tartuccio. Trophies left at the Fangberry Cave. How did I miss this? Well, thank you, game for notifying me. Really love this. What is this? Golden trinket. Just trash. Okay. Let's just leave. So I was thinking that maybe I should now go and confront Tartuccio. We also got a new quest to hunt down this big dire boar or whatever. But that boar is so far away. Let's see, it's all the way. Yeah, it's over here. The lair is all the way over there. Well, let's just go towards this ancient tomb. Back to the main road, and then here. Do you want to enter? Yes, please. Okay. Last time we got our asses handed to us here, but that was because of the bug. And I think I'm gonna... But still, I think I'm gonna save here at this point, just in case. Okay.
I won't be halted.
Let's go and confront him.
You cannot stand against me.
We attacked these guys immediately. Last time we had some dialogue with Tartuccio, but whatever. Whatever. This works just fine too.
Tear them apart!
Why can't you use this? I don't know. 4. Over there. How many are there? At least 3, but I bet 4. There could be a 5th one as well. You just
Repent!
take your ranged weapon.
Your life ebbs low.
Switch weapons, yeah. And then you
Repent!
use your ranged weapon as well. Why are you not... Just use your sword. Use your sword. Really hate how this has only one charge. I'm gonna drink at this point. And why am I not going anywhere?
Spell's not working like that.
Let's actually send the boar to kill these archers. That always seems to work.
Out of my way!
Boar, go. There we go.
Won't kill me.
Oh shit. Do that. Really this... Holy shit. She's getting beaten down very badly. I don't know, demoralize them. Go and attack this.
I'm alright.
Tashani Sabitur.
I'll survive.
Well, at least our boar has killed all the archers here. Good boar. Damn it, I really should rename him at some point. But at the same time, I'm kind of nervous to go and meddle with the save files.
This can't be over.
Okay, this guy is annoying. Do I have anything? Well, we could use this. But this guy is about to die. Holy crap, that hurts. This gives... +2 deflection bonus. Yeah, give it to me. Now do that to heal. One dead. Good.
Quickly!
Yeah. Drink a potion. Is this one guy here going to almost... Oh, he died. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe I should have checked. I assume that he drank one of those... one of those potions that makes you bigger and stronger, but also slower and stuff. Ah, longsword. Two-handed weapon, and this is scourge fragment of a necklace. This item bears a trace of a lost power. That's an interesting find. We don't have one of those already, do we? Well, we did find another necklace fragment. Oh, okay. These are the exact same item. So it looks like anyway. And I have to give some more potions here to people. These are our last potions. Things are not going too well. It seemed from afar to be cut cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal's skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. I wonder what that means. Light crossbow. Oh, and maybe I should... Short sword. And then long sword. This does 2-7, 2-9. 1-6. Guess I have to use this. Just because it's better. And put it to the main hand. Maybe I should give the two-handed axe also a test. A test ride. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Let's do that. Anything else around here? That's a big sarcophagus. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. The image carved in the stone has almost completely worn away over the ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket, covered with a coin. And here we have some more money and scroll of Cure light wounds. Shield of Fate, it's still going. How big is this level? Not that huge. Let's use
Strike
stealth.
from the shadows.
Just scouting ahead a little bit. Follow Tartuccio's trail. Okay. And examine the tomb. There must be traps here. A bas-relief of the sun, long eroded. The vague outlines of 4 strange creatures have been carved over it. There must be a trap here or something. I guess not. Garnet ring. Okay, it's trash. Scroll of ray of enfeeblement. Enfeeblement, that's a new word. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack to strike a target. Right, and some money. Okay. But yeah, I think we have to rest here again. Well, not again, but for the second time in this episode. I like how the camp is different based on whether you are inside or outside somewhere in the wilderness. You cannot hunt here, yeah? And you cannot cook here. Why can't we cook here? I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess we go with this. Oh, skip time. Hunting is required for a rest. The rest will take some time. Are you sure you want to skip time? Well, we can't hunt here, so...
I'm looking at our gang, and I'm wondering, how the hell are we still alive yet? Everyone's so smart it makes me sick. Writing smart books. Fancy prayers to the gods. I only punch first and then sort it out. I guess that's why we're still alive.
Yeah, we are pretty much the same. Camouflage failed, but oh well. Not like we were in danger anyway. Roscoe suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely, not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and smoke was wreathing beneath the low ceiling. He looked out of the window. He tried to open the door. He jumped out of the window. Tried to open the door. Well, I don't think that we will want to open the door. Let's jump out of the window. Kicking out the window, Roscar jumped out into the darkness. An arrow hit his shoulder, and he heard laughter and shouts of triumph. He surged forward to the rope bridge. Reaching the middle of the river, Roscar cast a glance back and noticed that a young man wearing an antlered helm cut one of the ropes with an axe. That must be the Stag Lord. The bridge began to collapse as its ropes twisted and snapped. Roscar's skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body, tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Roscar. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Roscar." Shrike River. The Shrike River is a tributary to the mighty Selen River that flows through the River Kingdoms. The river begins high in the Ice-Rime Peaks, the mountains that separate Brevoy and the continent of Avistan from the wild land of Eobaria in Casmaron. From its many smaller tributaries, it pools in a large lake in the hills of Nomen, and then flows generally westward past the city of Restov. From there it turns southward through the Stolen Lands, past the Gnarl Marches, and into the East Selen River at the city of Mivon. At this moment Roscar finally awoke. Drenched in sweat, he told us what he had seen in the dream. And no one seemed to care. What are these horrible dreams that plague our leader each night? Find the cause of nightmares of the... And has my book suddenly turned from a heroic epic into a horror story? Ah, Lindsay, why didn't you come to our team? Find the cause of the nightmares and the way to stop them. Okay. This kind of reminds me of the storyline of Pillars of Eternity, where the player character also gets some strange dreams and visions, and we try to find a cause and maybe even stop them. What do we have here? Ancient Cyclops coin. A memento of times long past. A well-grounded antiques collector might pay handsomely for it. Well, and it is already 100 gold worth, so that's a good find.
We do it my way.
Wait, how are we fatigued? We just rested. Well, maybe it's because we couldn't sleep because of those goddamn nightmares. Well, let's see how this goes. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions had gone cold. Lorne Nature 11, but we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. Succeeded. No blade of grass was spent. It must have had enough time to strengthen back up, since whoever last passed through. But the heat's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked, until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried-up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We had stumbled upon a fresh battlefield. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. We tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. We carefully studied the trail that led down to the gully. Detect magic. We tried to find any trace of magic in the surroundings. We don't really care about magic. We examined the path that snake along the gully. We stood while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints down into the gully. After idling in thought, we decided to follow the bigger trail along the path beside the gully, and let's just go with this. We tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battleland down into the gully. Oh, I read this already, but whatever. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. The claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean. And more, these creatures walked on 2 legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We have stumbled on the kobold lands. Ah, kobolds, okay. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so carefully study the trail that led us down into the gully. Examine the path that snake along the gully. So the brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Along its path beside the gully. Okay, let's go with this. At first the path went right along the steep edge, but soon it turned, circling around a thick and prickly bush. No sooner had we turned than we ran into a band of kobolds. We were approaching from the opposite direction. If there were any more footprints on the path, the kobolds surely trampled them, but we had no time to concern ourselves with that. Wait, so are we gonna fight kobolds now? Rather bad timing, because I'm fatigued. Wait until Tartuccio... Sorry, I didn't pay attention at first. Wait until Tartuccio or something. Ah, these things. Oh yeah, we found one of these guys' corpses. Okay, they're archers and alchemists. I think I'm gonna send Boar to take care of these. You go there and put your axe into good use. And you... Can you... No, it's too close.
Tear them apart!
I assume that these guys are not that bad, but we'll see about that. Maybe you two can
Repent.
Onward.
focus on that. Damn it, how could you miss? Holy crap, that fire. Okay, that's dead. Good.
Run them through!
Now let's go and take care of this archer. Let's use a heal here. At least we are hitting stuff with this axe. There we go. Really like this axe. Come on, just kill him. How hard is it to hit him? You haven't dealt even one single point of damage to it. So many misses, Jesus Christ. There we go.
I require rest.
No, you don't. We can keep moving. Light crossbow still. A pearl. And some money, but not much. Is this... So wait, did we come from here? I believe so. I believe we came from here, but... yeah, I think so. Okay, well, let's continue on. Oh wait, let's check that... the journal. Was it this? Where was it? These are errands. Prove your word. Not this. Wait until Tartuccio shows up again. We lost the trail, but Tartuccio can't escape so easily. Sooner or later we'll meet him again, or someone who can help us find him, and then he'll know the meaning of pursuit. Okay. Okay, where can we go from here? Okay. So here, and this Nettles Crossing, the soggy remnants of a once well-built bridge crossing the Strike River. The fate of the crossing and its creator, an engineer named Davik Nettles, is one of the dark secrets of the Solar Lands. One day the bridge was found destroyed and Davik had gone missing under mysterious circumstances. Okay, and what was this? Old Sycamore. A noble patriarch of the tree world, the old sycamore can be seen from miles around. No other sycamore in the area has grown as high, and the reason for this one in particular reached its enormous size remains a mystery to the locals. Okay, well, I guess we can... over there. What's that? Waterlogged lowland. A gloomy, soggy lowland leading into a swamp. Travelers avoid this place. The swamp is dangerous on its own, but it also tends to attract monsters and other unpleasant creatures. Yeah, I bet that there's trolls there. But I guess we can always go and check it out. If there's trolls, then we just leave immediately, because we got our asses handed to us last time we tried to fight one. And the bug was fixed by then. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns we discovered a verdant lowland, with several nearby springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then in the distance, in the center of the lowland among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw, clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man, and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. We had more important things to attend to, so we turned around and went back. Well, fuck it, let's just go and check it out since we came here. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath and grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then slushy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally we reached the first group of mysterious humps, and learned they were no mere hills, but dugout dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way towards the mysterious giant tree we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. That sounds a bit dangerous. We examined the surrounding dwellings. We would not retreat and moved ever forward toward the tall tree, to no mind to visit the big hut on our way there. Let's just visit the hut. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. Suddenly Roskar staggered, spit out an oath and flailed his arms. He had made a wrong step, and unable to pull out his foot. He called out loudly and began to sink into the vile green slush. Oh goddammit. Well, we were fatigued, so I guess that's the reason. We hurried to the rescue, sensing that time was short. Wary of another of us getting sucked into the bog, we decided to form a living chain. Standing next to each other and holding hands, we began to pull out our fellow traveler. Failed. Goddammit. Roskar's head was sucked below the deathly icky water, but our hands were just in time. We pulled with all our strength and we emerged, gasping above the frothy muck. Roskar was rather green by the time we had lifted him out, but found the strength to thank us once we had caught his breath. Goddammit, team, you failed me. You almost let me drown. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sudden and wary, we finally made it back to solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, kettle spikes and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall dry tree stretched mightily upwards, glowing at the firmament. Knowledge world. We carefully examined the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray. We peeked inside the hut. We moved forward, seeing we had drawn so near our goal. Well, let's peek inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that 3 could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scroll depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures. Some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room we found equipment decorating the walls, leather armor, spears, gloves. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. Nice. The buzzing of gnats was nearly defeating. Oh, did I read this already? Yeah, I think I did. Items received. Short sword, leather armor, gold coins, 137. Nice. Well, I guess we could carefully examine the figurines. Failed, okay. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or shins, ugly long legs, unnaturally bent, these mysterious clay sculptures depicted some uncanny cross between a frog and a human. Ugh. We deemed it better that we stop struggling to push further. Well, let's just... we are so close to the goal, let's just go. We won't turn back. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Oh shit, what now? Roskar, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft, swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing, there was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. Well, shit. We went forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. We drew our swords and tried cutting a way through. Yeah, that's what my character would most likely do. But then again, running through it is not a terrible idea either. We ran forward, waving our torches in hopes of searing or scaring off their ravenous plant. I think that my character would draw the swords first. He's either simple like that. God damn it. Alas, we had merely wasted precious moments. No matter how many grasping green shoots we cut, more only grew in their place. The only thing left was to run for our lives. Green walls closed in around us, branches grabbed at our sleeves, wicked thorns scratched at our hands, and our faces burned with acidic sap. Roots tangled our feet and our blood fell on the leaves, but with great effort we broke away at last from the grasping green. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned three-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. Okay, lore religion. You would think that either Tristan or Harren could say something about this. Lawful good. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it. We thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and continue our journey. Well, we tried to glean what sort of idol it might be first. Okay. There could be no doubt. This was Gogunda, master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. Gogunda. Gogunda is a demon lord of fetid swamps and serves as the sole goddess of the swamp dwelling boggarts. Gogunda appears as a frog with many heads and even more eyes and tongues. Boggarts portray her as a huge queen of their kind. The abyss is a plane in the outer sphere, dedicated to the rule of evil unfettered by law. It is accessible through huge rents in the maelstrom, opening into fiendish depths, vast beyond imagining. The abyss is possessed of many layers, strung together by the river Styx. Its inhabitants are demons, its rulers demon lords, who wrestled control of the plane eons ago from primordial Klipoth. Okay. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange. It didn't react to our movements, and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. Okay. Chaotic evil. Suddenly Roskar grabbed the dragonfly and held it in front of his mouth. Oh gosh, did he just decide to eat it? Lawful good. The idol reeked of evil, to say the least. Yeah, we are not evil, really. But grabbed the dragonfly and held it in front of his mouth. Oh god, did he just decide to eat it? Well, I guess he could do it. We thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and continued our journey. Well, he's not a big fan of magics or curses or anything else like that he can't deal with his axes or swords. So I could imagine him just leaving. And it's not like this bright blue dragonfly is doing anything bad to us. We thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and let us continue our journey. Wide awake in mysterious ancient forces, we turned around and went back, this time avoiding the flesh-eating bush. Okay, so that accomplished absolutely nothing. Wonderful. Okay, but can we stop and rest here or something? What does this do? Oh, this is the entire world map. Okay. Nice. But we have to go all the way there in order to rest. What the heck is this? Second, the character takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks and ability checks. Okay. Yes, let's enter this location. Let's hope that we can rest immediately. If your kingdom is destroyed, the game will be over. Yeah, thank you, game.
I require rest.
Yes, I know. I know you do. Yeah, let's rest in the middle of the road. And hope nothing bad happens. Okay, I think we go with this.
I sank to such lows after my exile. I was a pathetic sot, drowning my feelings of uselessness in cheap drinks. How ironic is it that the teachings of Grotus would bring sense to my life.
Well, good for you. Camouflage failed. But then again, I'm not too surprised considering that we are camping in the middle of the road, but I don't know if that matters. And we were not attacked or anything. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna end this episode here, and let's see, how many camping supplies do I have left? Where are they? Here. 12. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna end this episode here, and in the next episode we are gonna explore this place, this house, and whatever else is in this area. So, until next time. Thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Pathfinder Kingmaker.